Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Nick, aka November, coming at you one more time. Obviously, I'm in a different set today. My original ones kind of wrote off. Would have taken a lot of cleaning to really be able to use it. This is actually my second set that I hope to be using at some point in time. I don't have it set up quite the way I want it to right now, but this set hopefully will be used in the future for certain things. Anyways, the topic I wanted to talk about today is the Defenders. And recently, within the last couple of weeks, I believe, Marvel Cinematic President Kevin Feige, I think I'm pronouncing his last name correctly, he did announce that something, or rather, he hinted that something would be happening with the Defenders and with the cinematic heroes. Um, I'm not really sure how I personally feel about this. Mostly because the Defenders, right now, at this point in time, is probably my favorite Marvel Cinematic property. I'd really hate for them to screw that up. I mean, aside from Iron Fist not really doing as well as it maybe should have, but I personally have a lot of hope that through Defenders and maybe through the next seasons of other Defenders characters, as well as a possible season 2 of Iron Fist, I'm kind of hoping that they really build on what they did start there and just move forward in a much better direction than they started with. Like I said, at this point in time, that's probably my favorite thing right now in the MCU is the Defenders. So I'd really hate for them to be pulled out of like that little niche that they're in and be put somewhere where they're not maybe gonna fit quite right. Um, that being said, though, there are a couple things with the Defenders being introduced into the film cinematic universe that would be awesome. One would be the new Avengers. Just the possibilities of some of these characters becoming Avengers, and essentially what the new Avengers is, are they're a team of Avengers that was formed after Avengers Disassembled arc finished, which essentially just splintered the whole group, and there was no more Avengers. And the new Avengers kind of came together as just like a group that just kind of came together for a reason, very much like the original group of Avengers did. Like it just there was a crisis, they were there, they worked well as a team, they became a team. Uh, but that being said, it was very interesting seeing characters like Luke Cage interacting with characters like Captain America, or I believe Spider-Man was on that team as well. Um, and that team eventually became the Secret Avengers, which kind of worked underground after the whole Civil War debacle, and they weren't government sanctioned superheroes. They did their own thing. So I mean, like, there are those possibilities if you're going to include the Defenders into the larger cinematic universe. And also, for me personally, I made this point with my Fantastic Four video, was Spider-Man. I would very much like to see Spider-Man interact with pretty much all of these characters. I'm a little iffy on Jessica Jones because Peter Parker and Jessica Jones have kind of an interesting relationship in the comic books, mainly because they're pretty much the same age. They went to high school together. Jessica Jones used to have a crush on Peter Parker when they were in high school. So now that we're dealing with a much younger Peter Parker and an adult Jessica Jones, that's would definitely alter any kind of relationship they would have. But I'm still interested to see how that relationship would unfold. As well, I would love to see Spider-Man included in the Defenders at some point, and I would love to see any of the Defenders included in the Spider-Man movie. I really just think that those characters all like very much would work well together. Um, so, yeah, that's really my all I have to say about the Defenders entering the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is just that I very much like to see it done right, and if it's not going to be done properly, I'd really like to kind of see them stay in the niche that they're in because it works. And like I said, it really is my favorite MCU property at the moment. But again, this isn't me just talking to you guys. You know, I want to hear your feedback, hear what you're excited about, what you're thinking about. You know, so let me know in the comment section down below. If you like what I do, show that like button a little bit of love, and I'll see you guys in the future.